Welcome back to Kansas City. Today we're going to talk about something that a lot of people are fearful of, or a lot of people have a hard time doing in their first couple of level funded plans, especially if they're coming from the fully insured world where everything is opaque and they're used to basically saying, I've got donuts for you, here's your deductible, here's your co-insurance, and did I mention I've got donuts for you? Level funding is more work, especially for the broker, but it is, or can be, a whole heck of a lot better for the business, the plan, and the members. So whenever you are bringing on a new group, you need to communicate a slightly different way. When you're bringing on a new group, all level funded plans are self-funded plans with a couple of additional widgets on top of it. Now, from the CFO standpoint, he's going to want to dig into those widgets. From the CEO standpoint, they're going to want to dig into those widgets. But from the member standpoint, it's really going to be very technical to dig into that. So what you want to do is communicate at a high level. Now, if they ask questions, feel free to communicate with the business owner's permission. But you want to communicate that this is the plan's money. So if the group runs well, if nobody in the group goes and consumes a whole bunch of care, the money stays with them. This is a risk reversal in its purest form. This is a upside for the members. If you don't want to use the term risk reversal there, I know there's some legalese around it, so you need to qualify it very well. So instead of saying risk reversal, say it this way. Say, if your plan runs well, then tens of thousands of dollars will stay with your group. Now, those monies can be used against next year's rates, which means for you as the employee that if you're prudent with your care, if you use telemedicine, it's in your interest to do so. If you use generics, it's in your interest to do so. If you are healthy, it is in your interest to be so. Now, with those caveats, people start to make a little bit better decisions. When they know that their money is affected, it changes their outcome. So whenever you're communicating with a new group on a level funded chassis, make sure you tell them not just about the deductibles and the coinsurance, but the deep benefit that they have access to. This is a self-funded plan, meaning everybody in this group who consumes care is pulling it out of the plan's assets, which means that if nobody consumes care, it stays with the plan's assets or the assets of the members of that group, which could add really beautiful things in the future, like lower renewals, additional benefits, like premium holidays or payment holidays for the members themselves because you're using previous year's monies. There are a lot of very beautiful things that you can do, but realize the philosophical advantage of self-funding and level funding is only materialized if the members of the group are informed about it. So whenever you're talking to new groups on a level funded chassis that are coming from fully insured, tell them a couple of things. One, we will have reporting on where every nickel goes inside of this plan. Two, if you run well, the money stays here in River City. This is your plan. If it runs well, it stays with you. Those are two big things. One, you say, look, we're going to see where this money goes. And two, you're going to show them the upside, because that upside gives them a better win next year. It gives them better plan designs. If the business owner wants to go that route, it gives them better benefits if the business owner wants to go that route. It's a big shift. But when you're communicating with it, when you're communicating with those members, you need to tell them. A lot of people are afraid to do it. And frankly, if they don't know, then they're going to operate the same way they did under the fully insured model. And folks, you wouldn't be coming over to level funded, or the growth of level funded wouldn't be in the 400 or 500% if the fully insured model was working as well as it was decades ago. This model is growing like a weed simply because it has transparency and it has a future. And that future belongs with 100% surplus to the members of the plan and the plan itself. So get out there, communicate properly, make sure that they know about the deep value of level funding with the surplus, the 100% surplus, and you will be surprised by how much more people are concerned than when they don't have any dog in the hunt, so to speak, or when all the money is sent off opaquely to somebody 1,000 miles away. I hope that was helpful. If you have any other questions about level funding, please reach out to ATA. We are here. We've been doing it for decades, and I'd like to believe that we do it pretty darn well. So get out there, fight for Main Street, and we'll see you in a bit.